Voiceover energetic, two machines built for completely different kinds of drama. One car that slices the air, one truck that owns the road. Today we're doing a design first deep dive. The 2025 Toyota GT Super versus the 2026 Mack pickup in black. What makes each one red as fast, fierce, or formidable before you even turn the key? Voiceover. Form, function, and color. We'll unpack the exterior details, the design language that tells you their story, and why the paint choice changes everything. Let's start with the GT Super. Voiceover. The GT Super is all about purposeful minimalism, low, wide, and unapologetically athletic. It's a sports car that broadcasts intent in every surface. Voiceover. From the side it reads like a single brush stroke. Long hood, tight cabin, pronounced rear haunches. That silhouette tells you where the weight and power bias live, rearward, poised for cornering. The short front overhang and long rear deck visually emphasize performance, not utility. Voiceover. Up front, the GT Super keeps things surgical. Slim LED headlights that sit like slits in the face, a sculpted bumper with purposeful intake, and a low splitter that visually anchors the car. The grille isn't about arrogance. It's about efficiency. Channels for cooling and aero, integrated so the design never feels fussy. Voiceover. Look closer and you'll find performance materials, carbon fiber canards, textured diffusers, and matte trim elements that reduce glare and add visual contrast. The interplay between glossy painted panels and satin carbon highlights is key. It elevates perceived speed without screaming for attention. Voiceover. Wheels are big, but purposeful, multi-spoke forged designs that hint at lightness. Brake hardware is visible and intentional, a visual cue that this car expects hard use. Tire sidewalls are low, keeping the stance aggressive and the response crisp. Voiceover. Color changes the story. Bright race red or vivid blue telegraphs the track first attitude. Every crease reads sharper, every panel jumps. Metallic silvers and stone grays give the GT Super a more composed, high-tech vibe. They reveal surface detail and shadowing, which is great for photography and design appreciation. And matte finishes. They mute reflections, making the car look lower and meaner. Perfect if you want a stealthy, focused presence. Voiceover. Switch gears. The 2026 Mack pickup is a different kind of statement. Mass, authority, and a presence that reads like a statement of intent in any parking lot. Voiceover. This truck's proportions say capability. Long bed, tall hood, and a cab that sits proud. The design is rugged but considered. Squared off fenders, stout pillars, and a ground-holding stance. It's not trying to be aerodynamic art. It's trying to look unstoppable while still being modern. Voiceover. Mack rewrites the big truck face with a grille that's both functional and brand forward. Large, boxed opening speak cooling and tone capability. Integrated LED lighting. A wide light bar and stacked daytime running lights gives a contemporary signature that's visible from far away. And the classic Mack Bulldog emblem. It sits like a heraldic crest on the hood. Tradition meets modern tech. Voiceover. Materials are honest. Sprayed in bedliners, robust bumpers with textured finishes, and exposed fasteners where utility matters. Panels are laid out for strength and ease of repair, not delicate show car finishes. Practical touches. Step-in rails, integrated tow hooks, and modular tie-downs are built into the silhouette rather than added as afterthoughts. Voiceover. Wheels are big, tires tall and purposeful. The truck's clearance and protective skid elements hint at off-road intent, while wheel arches are exaggerated to accommodate heavy-duty suspension travel and larger rubber. These aren't show wheels, they're components built to endure. Voiceover. Now the color. Black on a truck is more than just aesthetic, it's attitude. Glossy black emphasizes mass and formal presence. Matte black neutralizes reflections, making the truck look monolithic and almost military in presence. Black also hides dust differently. Glossy shows streaks, matte masks them, so black becomes a practical aesthetic as much as a stylistic choice. Voiceover. Put them side by side and the philosophical differences become obvious. The GT Super compresses and stretches surfaces to express speed and agility. The Mack uses planar surfaces and strong edges to express strength and durability. One invites precision driving, the other invites confidence hauling and dominating space. Voiceover. Color ties the whole story together. On the GT Super, saturated hues sharpen perception of curves and depth. On the Mack, blacks and deep tones amplify solidity and seriousness. Each maker uses finish and texture to either highlight sculpted detail or to simplify and emphasize mass. Voiceover inviting, which design speaks to you? The low, sculpted aggression of the GT Super, or the towering, purposeful presence of the Mack in black? Drop your pick in the comments, and if you liked this design deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. See you on the next one. Would you like me to now make a voiceover ready version of this optimized pacing, natural tone, 8 to 9 minute read, or YouTube short style condensed script under 1 minute, punchy and visual?